Bonjour classe! Today we're going to talk about saying how old you are en français. Our objective, this video will teach you how to ask how old are you, both informally and formally, answer I am blank years old, and learn the differences between English and French when it comes to talking about age. Let's start basic. How do we ask age in English? The question is, how old are you? And the answer, I am blank years old. Sometimes in English we make it short. I'm blank. So instead of saying I'm 15 years old, we just say I'm 15. What about asking in French? Of course, there's two ways to ask, informal and formal. Informal is quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? And in a formal situation like with adults, you would say quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous? Both these questions break down the same way. What age have you? Or what age do you have? And you would answer, j'ai blank ans. A number would go in the blank. That means I have blank years. For me, if someone asked me, quel âge as-tu? I would respond, j'ai 30 ans. I have 30 years, or I'm 30 years old. English and French are pretty different when it comes to talking about age. English says I am 12 years old. French says I have, j'ai 12 ans. I have 12 years. English can also drop the years old and just say I'm 12. French, however, has to stay a full sentence and include the word for years, which is ans. J'ai 12 ans. Now, if you're having trouble remembering these differences, think of your years like a collection. Every year you have one more, and that's why you say j'ai 12 ans. I have 12 years. Time for some practice questions, guys. First, look at the word bank. I give you our new formula. J'ai blank ans. I am blank years old, or literally, I have blank years. And since you're probably a teenager watching this, I've included all the numbers from 10 to 20. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what I'd like you to do is listen to my sentence. It's going to use stuff from that word bank. What you should write is what you hear in English. So translate for me. Numéro 1. J'ai 12 ans. That means I am 12 years old, or I have 12 years. J'ai 12 ans. Numéro 2. J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. If you did that one right, it should be I am 18 years old. I have 18 years. J'ai 18 ans. Numéro 3. J'ai 13 ans. J'ai 13 ans. If you did this one right, it should be I am 13 years old, or I have 13 years. J'ai 13 ans. And number 4, j'ai 16 ans. J'ai 16 ans. If you did this one right, it should be I am 16 years old, or I have 16 years. J'ai 16 ans. Guys, now I want you to flip it. I'm going to give you an English age sentence, and I'd like you to use the word bank and the formula to make your own sentence. Comment dit-on? I am 10 years old. If you did it right, you would write, j'ai 10 ans. Number 6. Comment dit-on? I am 15 years old. If you did it right, you should have written, j'ai 15 ans. I have 15 years. J'ai 15 ans. Number 7. Comment dit-on? I'm 20. Guys, this should be, j'ai 20 ans. Remember, even if I shorten the English sentence to just I'm 20, in French you still have to include the word en every time. French must be a full sentence, even if English is shortened. Number 8. Kind of a tricky one. I am 1 year old. I am 1 year old. No one will actually say this, guys, because at 1 year old you can't talk. But what you would write is j'ai un an. Notice an is not spelled with an S because when you only have 1 year, it is singular. All right, guys, let's talk about the other numbers. We just did 10 to 20, and by now you should know all of your numbers from 0 to 59. If you're rusty, of course, there's Memrise for that. But what about numbers from 60 to 100? Be warned, it gets weird. I'm going to go through this pretty fast, and Memrise is going to do most of the work for you. 60 isn't so bad. The number 60 is 60, and counting from 60 to 70 goes like normal. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and that's just like 30, 31, 40, 41, 50, 51. Nothing weird about 60. Here's where it gets weird, guys. French has no word for 70. You keep counting from 69 onward. 70 is 70, 60-10. 71 is 60-11, 71. 72 for 72. 73, 60-13 for 73. 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. And yes, 79 in French is literally 60-10-9. Please forgive them. All right, guys, here's where it gets real weird. French has no word for 80. Instead, they say 420s. 80. If you can accept that 80 is 80, the rest is pretty normal. You add 1, 2, 3 to make 81, 82, 83. As you can see, I got tired of typing and copy and pasted an image for you. It'll sound like this: 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And ooh, baby, it gets worse. Let's get into the 90s. 90. Literally, 90 is 4 times 20 plus 10. 90. And once you hit 89, 89, you just keep counting. So look at my image on the right. We've got 90, 4 2010, 91, 4 2011, 92, 4 2012, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and yes, 99 is 99, 4 times 20, 10, 9. So feel bad for anyone born in 1999 because they gotta say it all the time. Guys, let's do some practice questions because oh boy, we need them. We're gonna practice with numbers from 60 through 79. I will say them in French, and I would like you to type what you hear in English. Numéro 9. J'ai 65 ans. J'ai 65 ans. If you did this one right, it's I am 65 years old. I have 65 years. J'ai 65 ans. Numéro 10. J'ai 76 ans. J'ai 76 ans. If you did this right, you got I am 76 years old, or I have 76 years. J'ai 76 ans. All right, let's work with the big scary numbers. Numéro 11. J'ai 80 ans. J'ai 80 ans. This one was, I am 80 years old, which is I have 420 years. 4 times 20 is 80. Gotta love math. Numéro 12. J'ai 90 ans. J'ai 90 ans. If you did this one right, it's I am 90 years old. I have 420 10 years. And guys, finally, j'ai 99 ans. J'ai 99 ans. Guys, that's how you say I am 99 years old, which is I have 420 10 9 years. So what's our final summary? French says, what age have you? And I have blank years. Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge avez-vous? J'ai blank ans. French also has wacky numbers if you go above 70, and you're going to need to do the Memrise to learn them. And if you'd like to learn more, watch this video I linked on Google Classroom and in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. It explains how French got to be the weird way that it is. That's all for today. Au revoir.